Vietnam is found in Southeast Asia and the easternmost country on the Indochinese Peninsula with an estimated 96.2 million inhabitants as of 2019. It is the 15th most populous country in the world. Vietnam shares its land borders with China to the north, and Laos and Cambodia to the west. It shares its maritime borders with Thailand through the Gulf of Thailand, and the Philippines, Indonesia and Malaysia through the South China Sea. Its capital city is Hanoi, and its most populous city is Ho Chi Minh City, also known by its former name of Saigon. The economy of Vietnam is a socialist-oriented market economy, which is the 36th largest in the world as measured by nominal gross domestic product, GDP, and 23rd largest in the world as measured by purchasing power parity, PPP, according to a forecast by PricewaterhouseCoopers in February 2017. Vietnam may be the fastest growing of the world's economies, with a potential annual GDP growth rate of about 5.1%. which would make its economy the 20th largest in the world by 2050. Vietnam has also been named among the next 11 incivits countries. Vietnam proposed a Long Thanh International Airport, which in Vietnamese is called Sanh Bay Cu Tay Long Thanh. It is an international airport currently under construction in Long Thanh, Dong Nai, Vietnam. Located approximately 40 kilometers, 25 miles, east of Ho Chi Minh City, it has been approved to start construction by the Vietnamese government on April 1, 2021, and the Vietnamese government has decided to begin construction in May 2021 and it will be finished by 2025. It will serve over 100 million passengers annually when built to the maximum design capacity. Long Thanh International Airport is an airport development project which is planned to alleviate traffic congestion at Ho Chi Minh City Tan Son Nhat Airport. In the first phase, the airport is forecast to exceed its capacity of 25 million passengers per annum and 1.2 million tons of cargo per annum by 2025. In the second, Airports Corporation of Vietnam will develop the second runway and expand the passenger terminal to raise capacity to 50 million passengers and 1.5 million tons of cargo per annum. Then in the final phase, the $16 billion in total project is designed to have a capacity for 100 million passengers and 5 million tons of cargo per annum by 2050. The proposed airport is to be located 40 kilometers northeast of Ho Chi Minh City Tan Son Nhat Airport. In 2016, 9 potential design plans were selected from an earlier architectural competition held by the Airports Corporation of Vietnam, ACV. These designs then went on public display in Hanoi, Da Nang, Dong Nai, and Ho Chi Minh City. Long Thanh International Airport is the planned second airport of Ho Chi Minh City. Situated approximately 40 kilometers east of the city center, the airport will have enough space to eventually include 4 runways and serve over 100 million passengers annually. Such an ambitious size would put it up there with the largest airports in the world. The new airport plan was announced as far back as 2004. And since then it has been plagued with delays. At this point, land still hasn't been cleared, and there has been ongoing funding and red tape issues that has held back the start of the project. The latest update has the project starting construction in 2020 and operating with 1 runway by 2025. The new airport will be in the neighboring province of Dong Nai, about 40 kilometers east of the city center. The project site will cover 5,000 hectares, 50 square kilometers, which is part of why it's so far away from the city. While the land looks undeveloped on the map, there are still people living in the area. There is a rubber plantation, farmland, and an estimated 5,000 households with 17,000 people living there. Another thing to note about the location is that the area east of the Saigon River is part of a master plan to create a new urban area. This area includes the Phu Thi New Urban Area in District 2, and District 9, which borders Dong Nai Province. Tan Son Nhat International Airport is the only international airport in the planned Ho Chi Minh City metropolitan area, covering 30,404 square kilometers, 11,739 square miles, with an estimated population of 20 to 22 million inhabitants by 2020, of which there will be 16 to 17 million urban inhabitants, accounting for 77 to 80% of total population. Tan Son Nhat Airport was built during the Vietnam War to support war transportation, hence its location inside the crowded Ho Chi Minh City where growth is limited due to location and safety issues. it is difficult to expand to meet the increasing annual growth of passengers. The maximum design capacity of Tan Son Nhat has 25 million passengers per annum, but in 2016 it had 32.5 million. The flow of international tourists to the south of Vietnam is increasing dramatically, by 15 to 20% annually, promoting the domestic market. Current population of 87 million, forecasted 100 million by 2020. By building a new airport that can adapt to future needs is necessary. Tan Son Nhat Airport will serve the international and domestic flights until the completion of the new Long Thanh International Airport. The airport will be able to handle the world's biggest commercial aircraft. Under current plans by the Vietnamese government, the Airports Corporation of Vietnam will be the main investor and operator of the airport. Master Plan. The master plan for Long Thanh International Airport was approved by the Prime Minister Phan Van Ky in 2006, and several adjustments have been made through time. The project faced mixed public reaction for its expensive cost and far distance from the center of Ho Chi Minh City. Based on the demand of transportation, the investment will be divided in phases. The Southern Airports Corporation, a company under the Ministry of Transport of Vietnam, is in charge of development of this project. Phase 1, 2019 to 2025. The first phase is estimated to cost US $7.8 billion and will be divided into 3 sub-phases. Phase 1A, 2019 to 2023. According to the original plan, the airport would handle 25 million passengers per year after this phase is completed. However, the proposed capacity was later lowered to 17 million passengers per year to reduce construction cost. US $5.6 billion will be allocated to this phase. One terminal will be built along with a single runway. Phase 1B, 2023 to 2025. Another runway will be built and increase the total capacity to 25 million passengers per annum. Phase 1C, 2025. Proposed location of Long Thanh Airport in the Ho Chi Minh City region. Satellite view of the proposed location as of 2019. The rest of necessary facilities will be built and land clearance for future phases will be made. The airport will begin operating in 2025. Phase 2, 2025 to 2035. The capacity will be doubled to 50 million passengers per annum, and the third runway will be added when the phase is finished, which is scheduled to be in 2035. Phase 3, after 2035, the airport will reach its maximum design capacity at 80 to 100 million passengers and 5 million tons of cargo per year. 4 runways will be operational after the third phase. Ground transportation. Road. The airport will be accessible via the National Highway 51, Bien Hoa Vinh Tao Expressway and Ho Chi Minh City Long Thanh Do Ji Expressway. Construction is expected to be completed before the airport opens in 2025. A third road is planned east of the airport and will connect with the Do Ji Phan Thiet Expressway as part of the second phase of the airport plan from 2025. The airport will also be accessible via the future Bien Hoa Vinh Tao Expressway. Rail. A new high-speed railway service is proposed to be connected to the new airport as part of the Ho Chi Minh City Trang section of the north-south high-speed railway line. Airport planners propose a high-speed railway line be built to the airport, as it will give passengers a more direct and efficient transit option to Ho Chi Minh City than by road, which is already congested closer to the city center. There are also future plans for a light metro line connecting